Hello everyone, MC Dancer here, and welcome to my very first YouTube video. Now, before we begin, a little bit about myself. I am Korean American. I was born in the States, got my bachelor's degree in Korea, and I'm currently pursuing a PhD in America with my lovely wife. Now, as for Minecraft, I have been playing for 7 to 8 years, and until now, I've only watched other YouTubers' series and Let's Plays. I have been wanting to start posting videos on YouTube for a very long time, but never really got around to doing so until now. And the main reason I finally decided to start posting videos is because I just wanted to share with all of you people my single player worlds I have built, and hopefully continue sharing my progress throughout different mod packs or vanilla Minecraft. Now, as you can see, this is not even close to the beginning of this world. I've actually been playing this mod pack, which is Sky Factory 4, for about a month now. So today I would like to show you what I have been up to until this time point and give you guys a tour of the world. So for those of you who have not played Sky Factory 4 before, you basically start on a dirt tree with a piece of dirt underneath and go through the quest line, progressing through more resource trees and so on and so forth. And there are actually two modes that you can start your game with. One is being normal mode, which you can play with most mods functional, and then there's prestige mode, which is the mode I am playing right now. Now in prestige mode, you get to earn prestige points once you finish off these quests. For instance, you finish all of these, progress through it, and then you win. You complete all the advancements on this page. This will award you with 1 prestige point. Yeah. Now the first 2 prestige points I got through this and Age of Enhancements, actually, which are the 2 easiest to get. And I unlocked hopping bonsais and ore excavator. Now, once you get these 2 unlocked, automating gathering of resources becomes much faster, because you can finally automate gathering from the hopping bonsai drops and also chopping down full-grown trees for a bit more yield. And it gets super fast with ore excavator. Now once I got these basic resources automated, I turned my focus on getting a reliable energy source and a power box. Now, one item I extremely like in this mod pack, and part of the reason I love playing this mod pack so much, is there's this special machinery called the power box, which you can see right here. The one I have here is an empowered power box, which is crafted with 9 normal power boxes. You can see here. This is a normal power box, and you craft an empowered one with 9 of these. Now, once activated, you can activate this. Once activated, you get this screen. Now, give it enough power, as you can see here, it will start generating prestige points after a set number of time. Now, the period of time for the empowered power box is 20 minutes. The normal power box is 10 minutes, and the needed initial RF per tick is pretty lower than the empowered power box. But yeah, you can see here, item silver singularity. Now you can actually feed items into this power box through hoppers, and by inserting the items that it wants, you can lessen the time for the next cycle. Now, once at least 1 prestige point is generated, you have the ability to select the loop off button. This button will close your game and revert your world to the point when you clicked activate, meaning that everything in your world will go back to how it was to the moment you pressed that activate button, all but your inventory. Now this means that not only can you generate prestige points with this machinery, but you can also duplicate items. And apparently, that is what the mod developer intended. Now, getting the parabox is not too easy because it requires resources like osmium. Um, like for this, you need dilithium, you need titanium. And now these resources, you can mine them actually, not in this overworld because the overworld is void, but there's a dimension called Lost Cities dimension. Now, the dimensions on this mod packs are slightly different to how they normally look, and I will be showing you all the other dimensions in a moment while touring the base. But yeah, you can actually go to these dimensions and mine. Now, as for the energy hub, because you actually need quite a lot of energy to be able to generate lots of prestige points. If you go to, this is my home by the way, which I will be showing you around in a moment. Now, in Sky Factory 4, I always make an energy hub in one of the compact machines you can build. If you don't know what compact machines are, it is a craftable dimension which you can get with utilizing the miniaturization field projector from the compact machines mod. I'm sure I will be making more of these in the future, and I will hopefully show you the making of one of these. But yeah, now one of the reasons I set up my energy hub in compact machines is because, first of all, they become really loud after a point, and secondly, it does help with lag. And you can enter your compact machines using a personal shrinking device, like the one I'm holding right now. You right-click onto it, and yeah, we're up. Oh yes, and excuse, sorry about the lag and the sound. Let's just put that down while here. And yeah, this is my setup for energy in Sky Factory 4. Now you have a cobblestone generator feeding cobblestone into an automated user from Cyclic. The automated user pushes cobblestone into a cauldron with a heat source, a torch in this case, underneath that converts 4 pieces of cobblestone into a bucket of lava. The lava is then transferred into these geothermal generators, and that produces energy. And it doesn't show here because there's so many setups, but actually each of these have 4 stacks of these speed modifiers in them. And that really increases the output, but it also increases the lag. And as you can see, I have stacks and stacks of these set up. And this power cell is actually what stores all the energy. And yeah, this is the energy that I have stored, and it is using this much, and it's inserting this much. So I'm making as much as I'm using. And it's using this much because the power box is currently turned on, which I will go and deactivate in a second. But yeah. Now, I started with one set of these, just one set. And using the power box, I duplicated them and continued to do so until I got a pretty decent setup. So I could like have the power box go on for at least a couple hours because I really did want to generate a lot of prestige points, and I will show you why in a second. Let's go and deactivate the power box, and yeah, and if you can tell, I have creative flight right now. Reason being, I have the glitch infused armor on, which is obtained through deep mob learning. But yeah, if you take one of these off, you can't fly anymore. I'm trying, but I can't. Now with the full set, you can actually fly. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, back to why I wanted a lot of prestige points is because you can see here, after I unlocked these two, my next focus was getting Project E. Yes, Project E is in the mod pack, and also Project E Adventure. Now, as you can see in the description, once you unlock these tabs, you can start a world that has Project E already on it. And that is what I did. I continued to get prestige points until I got a total of 350 prestige points, which is a lot. Yes, I know, but AFK doesn't take any time away from me. I just turn the game on and turn the parabox on. And yeah. So once I unlocked this, I restarted a new world with Project E enabled and began again from the start. And that was my initial goal, to get that unlocked. And with Project E, if you guys don't know what Project E is, it's a mod that has a different energy value called EMC. And if you can see on the top left, you have an EMC of, yes, that much I have. And that's the maximum number of EMC you can obtain in Sky Factory 4 anyways. But yeah. Now, you can collect EMC and also use EMC through the transmutation table. This is a transmutation tablet, but yeah, same concept. Now, you go in here, and for instance, one cobblestone has a 1 EMC value. And now one diamond has 8,192 EMC value. If you put in 8,192 cobblestone, you can actually take out 1 diamond, as long as you have it learned. And my transmutation table has all of the items learned because I did make it a priority to craft the Tome of Knowledge. Now the Tome of Knowledge, if you see here, unlocks all transmutation knowledge when learned. So you learn this, you unlock everything. You can transmutate any of these as long as you have enough EMC, which I do. So yeah, at that point, it's like creative, but not really, if you know what I mean. But yeah, right now, getting like the early two prestige points, like I've shown you here. Oops, sorry. Keep pressing the P. But yeah, these two, it becomes really fast with EMC and Project E enabled, because yeah, it's just you learn one thing, you can produce a bunch of that right off the bat. You learned 1 iron ingot, you potentially can get stacks and stacks of that iron ingot as long as you have enough EMC learned. But yeah, and then I continued to progress after that and built all of this. Now that you guys are close to up to speed as to what I have been doing and how I got to this stage progression-wise, let us go around and have a tour of the base. Now the first area I made was this middle island. I put the parabox in the middle, and this, I wanted to look like a giant parabox with the parabox, if you get it. And I landscaped all of this. Yeah. And each island, as you can see, has its own theme. Well, a theme and function, actually. They have their own theme and their own function. Now over here, we have our house island, which is it has its own like fishing pond. And over here we have a map of the area, this little marketplace. And yeah, I tried to make it look as cozy as possible, which I think I succeeded. I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments what you think of this design, and also the interior design. Like, I tried to make it look cozy. As you can see, we have our fireplace, couch, even a clock. And I was kind of amazed at how many items this mod pack had that could actually be utilized in the design of inside houses, like rustic, bibliocraft, and the kitchen, like in itself. It's from the mod pack cooking for blockheads, and this fridge. You open it, you close it, and the inside looks like a fridge. And I have my sounds down, don't I? Alright, yeah. Like you can hear the clock, and the carpets. Like there's a mod called Chisel in this mod pack, and with this chisel, you can actually change a lot of the textures of various blocks, and carpets are one of them. Like these are your normal Minecraft vanilla carpets, And you can see here, like they all have different designs, which is kind of amazing. Like the black, and this is like the brown, yellow for like a small welcome mat. And yeah. And over here, we have the study and some of our pets. This is Oink the pig. He's just sitting down. I think he's stuck. This Honeycombo the chicken. And Morp the pink slime. Yeah. So this is the study. And here is the bathroom. And we have Peng Peng the penguin. Yeah, I don't know. I tried. It's not perfect, but it was the best I could do. And this is the back patio, which is pretty nice. Although we don't have much of a view, it's just all void, the sun. But yeah. Now going up to the second floor, more amazing carpets. This is the main bedroom with its king size bed. And yeah, it has storage areas. You saw our energy hub, all the crafting stuff, and this is our ME system. Now, these ME systems are all wirelessly linked to a central ME system that is located in the middle island, and they're linked wirelessly through these quantum rings and singularities. Now, these singularities, obtaining them, it takes some time. Actually, you need a matter collector or something, and you have to have TNT exploded. I'll explain that later down the line because I'm pretty sure that we'll need to make more links with other dimensions. So, yeah, I'll explain that when the time comes. But yeah, going outside. We have a double sliding door, amazing. And we have a small gardening area with a small fountain. No, it's small and it doesn't really look much like a fountain, but I tried with the space I got. But yeah, and oh, hello. Oh, yeah, this is the questing ramp from Twilight Forest, and I got it to my house using monster balls, like Pokemon. If you see here, these are monster balls, and you can throw this at any living entity. Oh, and it will capture it, like that, and then you throw it again to release it. It's pretty neat. But yeah. Anyways, that was the home island, and going back to the middle island. I know. Like I mentioned a bit earlier, the main hub for the ME system is down here. These elevator blocks. And yeah, all the quantum rings, and each of these are linked to different locations. And yeah, wireless linkage, which is pretty nice. Now moving on to the next island. Let's go over here. And I try to make it lava themed, if you can tell, with a volcano and all that. I don't know. I tried to make it look somewhat like a volcano, but in the end it just looks like a hole in the top of a hill spilling orange juice. Yeah, I tried. And this is where the enchantment area is. The brewing area is over there, and the smeltery is up here. But yeah, let's go into the enchantment area first. Now, over here, we have a lever, so we can manipulate the max-min enchantment levels on this guy. And over here, we have experience. These experience is coming from a mob farm that is located inside of the volcano, which I might show you guys later. I have to break some blocks to show you the inside of that. But yeah, but this is, as you can see, it's pretty slow. It's just like a drip, 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 drip. Now, I want EXP really fast, and that's where this setup comes in. Pull the lever and oh, yes, look at that. Now, how that is happening is this ender chest has bottle of enchanting being fed into it. Yeah, and uh, this auto clicker is just throwing the bottle enchanting at me. Now the ME system that I have set up keeps a set number of these items in them through auto crafting. Yeah. Um, Now, how I set up the auto crafting and have the ME system keep a set number of items stored at all times, I will not go into that today. But I also searched YouTube for a tutorial and just followed what it said. Now, if you guys would like me to show you how to set up on this world, how my setup looks like on this world, please let me know down in the comments. I'll make sure to walk you guys through it. But for now, I'm gonna skip that. And yeah, this is the brewing area, which I haven't done any brewing. It's just here, so I can do brewing if I want to. And on the second floor, we have the smeltery. And if you haven't noticed, I really like automating stuff. And over here, if you take a bucket and yeah, autofills. Like this setup is exactly the same setup that you saw in the energy hub. Cobblestone generator, automated user, into cauldron with a heat source, magma block in this case. And yeah, this makes like filling up the smeltery way easier and way faster. And same, ME system is also here. It's linked to the central. And we have our Tinker's construct stations all over here. So yeah, that is the smeltery. Now, the next island here is, I don't know if you can tell, it's the machinery. And it has all the major machines you need to progress in this modpack, set up and wired to energy. And yes, we have matter overdrive machines here, and it is saying access denied. Biological entity detected. Access denied. And yes, that is because I am still in my human form. But yeah, maybe one day I might take that pill and turn into an android. But for now, these are here just in case I need to use them later down the line. Industrial foregoing machines, integrated dynamic machines, nuclear craft machines, mechanism machines, and all of these have max speed and energy upgrades in them. They're super fast, very easy to use, which is nice. And over here, I have a small setup for automated plastic production, where the block placer takes these logs, places it here. The tree fluid extractor extracts latex from this, goes into the latex processing unit, and then the tiny dry rubber gets pumped into the autocrafter, which autocrafts dry rubber. And that dry rubber is pumped into this chest, which is linked to a furnace over at where our smeltery was. But yeah. So yeah, I really like automating stuff. So this is automated. Even obsidian is automated here. There's a lever and it actually makes obsidian. This is an observation hopper. This is a controlled miner, which mines obsidian. It's absorbed and then sent to the ME system. Now on the second floor, we have all the deep mob learning machines. The simulation chambers and the loop fabricators. And all of the data modules in these chambers are self-aware tier, meaning I had to go around and kill a lot of mobs to upgrade it to that level. And these are also being auto-fed polymer clay, which is used to produce matter. And these matter are used in loot fabricators for specific loot. I know that some of you may not be familiar with all these mods that I'm rambling about, but that is probably due to the fact that I'm starting this playthrough when I'm basically done with most of the progression stuff, and that is my bad. But like I said before, Sky Factory 4 is one of my favorite mod packs. I'm sure to play it again, and I also intend to play other mod packs down the line. So all these progressions I will be doing again someday, at which point we can both learn and progress through different mods together. Hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, moving on to the last island. We have an island fully dedicated to Astral sorcery mod. Another neat mod that utilizes starlight and constellations for various rituals and item craftings. And what's really cool about this mod is you actually need specific builds for these stuff to work. Now you see here it has starlight, it's functional, but if I break a block here, it's red, it's not functional. So it needs these specific formations for all of these stations to work. And one really painstaking resource to get in this mod, this Astral Sorcery mod, is liquid starlight. And you should know by now I have that automated as well. Now liquid starlight is collected in these light wells by inputting items that give liquid starlight, like the aquamarine that is in here. The aquamarine are automatically fed in to these light wells through an automated user, which is hidden. And those starlights are collected into these fluid storage tanks and more tanks that are also hidden down there. So yeah, I just really like automating stuff. But yeah. Now, those are all the islands and that I've made in the overworld. And I've shown you guys most of the automation going around for resource collecting and such. Now, as for different dimensions, in this mod pack, you need to craft cakes and right-click them. For instance, if you want to go to the nether, you need to make another cake. If you want to go to the end, you need to make end cake. And you have to right-click them, and that brings you to the other dimension. But now, as I have been using these cakes, I also noticed that they are kind of glitchy. And once you return to the overworld by clicking on an overworld cake in that other dimension, an overworld cake randomly spawns next to the dimension cake in your overworld. It's a glitch. It's a visual glitch, actually. And just punching the overworld generated cake makes it go away. But I felt kind of bothered by the fact that there was such a glitch and that I had to continuously remove that whenever I came back to the overworld. So I did some digging and I found that Astral Sorcery actually has these celestial gateways, which can be set up all over the world and even across dimensions for transport. Now let us walk in here. This will produce a dark dome around the area with these yellow stars marking all the other celestial gateways that are in other locations. Now you can travel to that location by standing in the middle, looking at the yellow star with your cursor, and crouching. And now we are in the nether. Pretty awesome, right? The nether here looks like any other nether you see in Minecraft, with its fortresses and all the mobs. But yeah, a future project I have in mind is building a nether home or a nether fort around this celestial gateway. So still lots of building to do, which I would like you guys to see and maybe implement those builds into your own world, or let me know what you would want me to build. But yeah, that was the nether. Now let's go into the end. The end here. And just like that, we're in the end. And yeah, the end normally does not generate this way. It actually looks like the normal end with loads of endstone and lots of endermen. But I just mined out the entire area using this pick. If you can see, it's level awesome. Yes. But yeah, because this will be a future build. I would like to make another home or a fort in the end as well. So yeah, next up, let's go and see the Lost Cities dimensions, which I've mentioned before. Now, the Lost Cities dimensions looks like this, with giant spherical domes, floating islands of like cities like that, or biomes generated in them. And yeah, again, as you can see, very empty. Another future build project. Each dimension will have its own like home, fort, or of some sort, and all of these will be linked, as I've mentioned, to our main ME system. So I have access wherever I go. And let's go into the Twilight Forest. So yeah, the Twilight Forest, as you can see, also you can't see anything right now because the rendering distance is pretty low. But yeah, you have all of these floating islands or structures that have different bosses in them. And this is a small map. I intend to make it a 3x3, but we're here, and there was actually a giant mushroom structure here, which I also broke everything because, yes, again, I would like to make my own build in the Twilight dimension. But the questing ram that you saw was taken all the way up here. This is the questing ram symbol, and because I couldn't find any near where I spawned. But yeah, another building project. The final dimension, and probably the main reason I finally decided to start posting on YouTube, is the hunting dimension. Now, the hunting dimension is a completely void world when you first enter it, and it is always nighttime, so mobs can spawn, hence the hunting dimension. But oh, welcome to Chess World. Now, all of these structures have been made block by block, and I don't know if any of you have played on servers like Skybounds before, but that was kind of what I was looking to do. Make a floating island map with a chess piece theme. And designing these chess pieces were not that hard. As you can see, this is the rook, bishop, king, queen over there, the pawns. All of those were like just pretty straightforward. Circular towers with its own pattern on top. But the knights. Now, these knights took quite some time designing, and I don't know. Right now, I really like it. I feel like I did a pretty decent job. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. But yeah, this took quite some time designing, finalizing, but I'm happy. It kind of looks like a knight, doesn't it? I mean, I don't know. Let me know. But yeah, and each of these islands has their own theme. And like this first island I have been landscaping is supposed to be a plains theme, right? And over here I have signs up in each of these dimensions. This is going to be an oak forest theme. And if you go over here, this is going to be a spruce forest theme, like that. And I actually plan to have like gold mines that connect some islands underground, some abandoned mine shaft themes as well. And one of the reasons I wanted to do these themes is because in Sky Factory 4, you don't really see biomes. Yeah, when you begin, you are spawned into a specific biome like deep oceans or taiga, but like the landscape isn't there. It's all void. So I wanted to simulate an overworldly biome landscape across these islands, while keeping the chess piece theme intact. But yeah, as you can see, and as you have seen, there's loads of building projects ahead. And I know that some of you guys prefer adventure, progression, and such, which I also very much like, and am planning to do with other mod packs down the road. But because I am starting YouTube in the middle of a playthrough, and also because I really like the building aspect of Minecraft the most amongst all the other great aspects of the game. I just wanted to start this series with me building and finalizing this world. And as the title of this video says, you gotta start somewhere, right? Anyways, thank you all for watching, and if you could click that thumbs up and subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it, and I will catch you all later. Bye!